G-Story, the company that sent me a monitor that can actually stick to your PS5, also asked if I would unbox another product of theirs. It's a cooling fan for your PS5. I wasn't really sure what the need was for a cooling fan, but I am under the impression that there are people who do need a cooling fan. If you live in a house that is not properly air conditioned, using a laptop that's not well built can actually be quite a problem in Japan because it does get insanely hot. The question is, do you want to spend $46 on a cooling fan? And if you do, like, can you be bothered? Full disclaimer, G-Story did send this product to me for the purposes of review, but I don't have to say anything specific about it. All opinions are my own, and I don't have to send it back at the end. So this is the product. It's the G-Story GS-PS0519, really catchy name. It looks a little bit like an alarm clock. Let's go ahead and pull it out of the box, shall we? Now, I cannot fathom for the life of me why it needs to be such a large... It's not an alarm clock that sits on your PS5. It's an entire PS5 replacement cover. And I'm gonna try and do it without damaging my PS5. So if you've never seen a PlayStation with the cover taken off before, this is what it looks like. And I think you just attach this and it just adds extra fanage. Fanage? That sounds kind of gross. Ooh! It's showing the current temperature. It's 30 degrees Celsius. I don't know if that's good or bad. According to the manual, you'll get low speed for 32 to 40 degrees, so it should generally stay in blue mode, but when your console gets to 41 to 44 degrees Celsius, that's when it's going to power up to green mode. I just don't see this happening very often, but you know, maybe I just don't push my PS5 very hard. And then if you're over 44 degrees centigrade, you're gonna go up to 2000 RPM. And if I just hold it down again, it goes into AU mode, which is automatic, and since the console's still at 33, we're still in plenty of headroom. I think what I would like to see is more of a mesh over here. Now that this thing is wide open, and you've got these very large holes here, I just assume that a huge amount of dust is now going to get into the PS5. And I just don't know enough about building PCs, but presumably you want to have a mesh with smaller holes, but I actually don't know if that's completely necessary for an intake fan. Honestly, I think it's pretty cool. I don't know any other companies that are drilling holes in PlayStation 5 shells so that they can build a shell that actually looks like the original PS5 shell, but with this fan integrated. So if you're looking for, I want to say an elegant solution, it's not elegant because obviously there's a great big rectangle attached to your PS5 now, which doesn't seem to fit. But it does make more sense than trying to create all sorts of sculpture around here. Like, this is, as little space as possible to take up for a very large fan stuck to a PS5. Listen, that's pretty much all I have to say. Tested it out, it's a fan, and it clearly does its job pretty well. I think one thing that could make it nicer would be to have a remote. So if you're looking for a PS5 cooling fan, I can't really see anything wrong with this. It's not silent. It's low noise, as in it's as low noise as it possibly can be, but it is a fan. It's a fan, and I don't know how big it is, but it's, about the size of my hand. If you are interested in seeing other PS5 related videos, I'll see you all in the next NihongoGamer video.